every company or business professional is looking for leads. That's why this workflow is amazing and why other social listening automation workflows are very nice. This one is a Twitter social listening feature, and it's basically a monitoring agent, listening agent that finds specific leads or people based on the criteria we put it, and we have an AI to analyze everything and put results on a spreadsheet. Why is this nice? Because people like freelancers, businesses are looking for people that they can serve, and they can actually be finding those people on free platforms. So here we have built a free Twitter social listening AI agent and automation workflow that you can get totally for free in my Skool community. That's free, by the way. It was paid, now it's free, along with all my other workflows. This Twitter automation workflow looks for the keywords we put it, finds the people who have posted those, researches them if needed, and puts the result on a spreadsheet. So let's get into the workflow here that you can be using to get clients for your business or your service, and that you can take and get and build for your own. So let's get straight into this AI automation workflow. Basically, the beginning of the workflow has either a scheduled trigger or an manual trigger. It really depends on you. If it's scheduled on a time interval, of course that would be something that could be running every day. For example, one time a day to be trying to find leads that you want. The first and most important node here actually is the Twitter RapidAPI tool. So this RapidAPI tool, which we will now go ahead and show you, it's this tool right here. And what this can do, as you can see here, it has many endpoints. And one of the endpoints is explore and search Twitter. So basically you can be searching for people who have posted certain things, and then you can actually find them and proceed with building more automations once you found them, such as get their profile, get their website from the profile, and start doing multi-step filtering. That's not what I have built, I will show you, but we're using the API here and the one I showed you in this n8n workflow. And basically what we do here is we have a query that's fixed to testnet. Now that was one of the clients I had. He looked for someone who had the word testnet, and essentially we can modularize this output. So we can actually build a form, right? And the form can have, it actually would be a trigger, and we can have the form to be the actual keyword we will want to use, right? So if, for example, we can name the, now we need to, so we name it search, and we say write the keywords, keyword you want, because we do one, and then you add a form element, you add keyword and placeholder, add keyword here. What that will do once you save it and execute it is that it will open up the pop-up that you can put in the keyword, and then you can actually ensure that you drag the keyword as a JSON integer into this field here. So you have the keyword, it's modular, now you can search anything you want. If the keyword is specific, only one thing, don't need the form, you can just use the schedule trigger and it will proceed to search. So what we have gotten from our side is a lot of crazy data, and here is why this workflow is actually very valuable to you, because if you want to do this yourself, it's actually crazy complicated to be extracting the exact fields that you want. Look at how big this file is. It's crazy. There's a lot of info, and to extract exactly what you want, you need a code node. So that's exactly what we built here. We built a very complicated code node that you can just get for free in our Skool community, that takes all of this information and outputs clean table with the name of the project or person, the description, which here is a crypto project, the link, the follower count, and the name, another name. So once we actually have that, you can do continued multi-step research on this, right? So what we do is we take an AI agent with a very specific prompt, and we use Perplexity. Perplexity is great, it's amazing, and you can actually use that with your AI agent to be researching the internet. So the AI agent on n8n will be querying Perplexity, which is an internet LLM agent, that it can use to do more research on this project, which is great. So it's an AI agent. It has a specific prompt that you can make. For example, you are a research assistant for a Web3 security professional, blah, 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 blah. And then you have the OpenAI, you have the Perplexity. And what you should understand that you should be doing, at least in our system, is to add the expected way to query Perplexity. So I'm telling the agent, use the HTTP node to query Perplexity to the Perplexity search agent. Use the HTTP node, which is Perplexity, to research with this format. So what will be happening is that it will be taking that here. You see defined automatically by the model. So the AI agent will define that, and it will search whatever it wants using the modular JSON format we have given it, which it can make itself. Finally, we have an output parser, which is very important because we need to ensure that the output comes out as we want. We have made a very specific one. You can actually just use AI and ChatGPT to make you a better one. And in this way, you can have the output exactly how you want it to be. So let's say you have many different search criteria for the people you want. Let's say, titles or, follower count or whatever you want. And you should ensure that the AI understands that this is what it should find and look for and output. And finally, once you have that structure, you use the spreadsheet to just drag the output of that, which will come from the agent as you have defined how it should look in the output parser. And it looks like this from what I have. And I put it into the spreadsheet, which we can take a look at for now. Looks like this. Project name, project description, project URL, and then summary, why it's fit for audit, which is a service of my client, some people, the names of the people, and more. And honestly, this could be improved so much using Clay. Clay is a very nice tool. If you guys want me to dive deep into that, I would love to. Probably going to do it anyway. It's great, something you guys should be aware of. And Clay would be amazing to just take the name of these companies or people and find their emails, find their necessary contact details, and just be able to outreach them. That's a next step of this project. But now that you guys know that, you can sort of explore how to do that yourself as well. And here is sort of I would say a 75% finished project or product. We have like the website URL, we have the names, we have maybe their Twitter account. We might as well even have other contact info. No, I can't see that. But essentially, if we would be adding Clay to this, it would be amazing. And watch out for my next videos where I will be going into that. So essentially what we have done is that the AI agent, we basically research more on the ones that come from the keyword and that we have defined, and that's basically it. Now, I do understand that a lot of keywords could, like results from keywords could be trash. What I would do in that case is that I would, after the code node, I would have an agent that filters, that understands the projects that come out from this and the people who have been posting with that mentioning that keyword, and filters them. And so what I would do is basically another agent first that says like, find these people, check their descriptions and their text, and see if they actually are my client. And that would take tokens from you, but I think it would be worth it. So it would be something like this, another agent here, and you will have that prompt, you will have ChatGPT. Then after you have confirmed which that these people are your possible clients, which should be the output, then you give it to the second AI agent, which will do the actual research, which will spend tokens from Perplexity, and which then will output on the Google Sheet. So this is the first step of what I think is a very nice workflow. And again, I'm probably going to cover Clay in another video, because Clay is a great tool that is actually amazing at finding the contact details of different people. You can also use the RapidAPI Apollo API sort of function. And what this is amazing is because you can actually search for people as well and organizations using the sort of modules that we have here. And you just have to press the copy curl, add an HTTP node like that, And so this one would be here. I would of course add that maybe yeah, in the end here, and then add it to the same row, and then I would just do import curl and like this. So then you have the whole, this is now ready. Now I can query this and get whatever output I want. Of course I would have to update, so the organization name would for example be taken from what we just had. So this is like a quick video. I just want to show you guys this workflow, and you can also get that in the at my Skool community. Honestly, if you guys are learning n8n, this one is very nice for you to take and build upon and try to think and solve the problems yourself. For example, to start to use Clay, use Apollo, and use different like email finding tools and stuff like that. And once you have that, this is amazing tool that you can be giving to businesses. Why? Because now you're starting to find people leads. And not only are you finding them and you can rank them and you can give them the ready report about them, you can find their email. And then second, the last thing would be approaching them, sending them the email and pitching them. And why are these people relevant? Because these are people that you find on high intent platforms like Twitter, which means they are very engaged. And if they are very engaged, it means they likely, would be considering services and know about technology and stuff like that. And also not many people will be reaching out to them because they are not, LinkedIn necessarily, and not necessarily, the average Apollo platform where everyone gets pitched. So they are not getting pitched either. So this is like a cool workflow, and I might post another video as well where I expand on this. But yeah, I suggest just join our Skool community, take this workflow, build on it, and let's see you in the next video.